Hi, it's Anne-Marie, and welcome to your Microformer core workout. Today's class, we're going to focus on that center core as well as your side bodies, your obliques. We are going to start on 1 black spring, 2 black springs if you do need assistance. Now remember, anything we do at the front of your machine, you can always level it up and do it on the back. That's going to make it more intense. For today's class, I am going to demonstrate everything on the front. So just see where you are today and go there. We are going to be on 1 black spring if you are on the back. So that's an important note. 1 black spring if you're on the back. All right, here we go. We're going to start on 1 black spring in that elevated plank to pike. Hands go on your high handlebars, toes on your carriage. Now, if you don't have these high handlebars, you can bring your hands to the front platform. Here we go. Hands on your high handlebars, toes on that carriage. Press out to a plank. We're going to lift your hips to the sky for 4 counts and back down. Here we go in 3, 2, let's go. It's lift. 2, slow and steady. 3, 4, and then slowly back out to that plank position. So all we're doing is warming up your center core right here. You are lifting your hips to the sky only by lifting through that core. So do not think about the motion coming from your legs. Your legs are only coming up and down because you're driving that belly button to that spine, pulling up through that center core and back to that plank position. Now, my reminder to you at the beginning of class is the slower you go, the more muscles you engage, getting that heart rate going, spiking it up. 20 seconds right here. We're going to go down to a high plank. Hands will be on your front platform. Toes stay on this carriage. Good, take your time. Engage your breath. Bring oxygen to that body. We're going to go down to a high plank. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. High plank hold. High plank hold. Just hold. Just hold. Right here, rocking your shoulders back for 4 counts and slowly coming in. I want you to squeeze those inner thighs. Keep those hips tucked under. Back for 4 counts. So it's this wheelbarrow motion with your arms, but we're in that plank. If you need a modification, drop to your knees. We're only here for 20 more seconds before we drop your elbows and knees down for that kneeling saw. Keep lifting. Squeeze those inner thighs. Press power through your feet. We have 10 seconds. We're going to drop your elbows and knees down for that kneeling saw. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Elbows and knees drop down. Now hinging at those shoulders, same thing like we just did. But this time, you're on your knees, providing you with a little bit more assistance. Rocking back slow and steady. Now, in a position like this, it's important to remember it is different from a crunch feel. So as that carriage goes back, your center core is working to support you. So you're going to feel this more as you press away from that front platform. Now, as you come back in, stop your shoulders right over those elbows before you slowly go back out. If there's tension in your lower back, you can turn out those knees. So knees out, heels together, a little clamshell action with those legs. Engage your glutes, engage that lower core. We're going to hold your arms all the way back in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them all the way back. Just hold. Just hold. Tiny saws in 1 inch and out 1 inch. Get ready to pop up to a high plank. We're going 1 more center core move for that bear. You're going to be on your hands and toes in that high plank position. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Pop up to those hands and toes. Once you're there for that bear, I want you to slowly bend your knees to pull that carriage in. Stop your knees right underneath those hips. And then slowly return back out to that plank position. Shoulders stack right over those wrists. Press away from that front platform, not letting yourself dip down. Slap your knees right underneath those hips. Then slowly go out. Keep going with this. Now, to make this more challenging, you can come in for 4. You can stop your knees right underneath those hips for that 4-second pause. That's going to make that center core really grab on. And then slowly return back out to that plank. Play around with it. See where your body can go. Keep going with this. Lift your heels 1 inch higher. We have obliques on deck. We're going to start with that right side. That twisted kneeling saw on that right side. Once we get there, I'm going to tell you why we're starting off with that. But in 15 seconds, elbows drop down to your front platform. Knees will stack on your carriage. Right knee stacks under that left. Less than 10. We're going to twist a kneeling saw for that right oblique in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Drop your knees and elbows down. Right knee stacks under that left knee. And you're going to saw your arms only back for 4, for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come back in. So it's like that kneeling saw that we did before. Pressing those shoulders back. That right oblique is working to support your entire body as you transfer that energy away from that front platform. That's what makes it an oblique move. I want you to squeeze those inner thighs together, tuck those hips under, and on the way back in, don't overshoot. So on the way back in, stop those shoulders right over your elbows. Now we are starting in this move because if you need any modification for any of your oblique work coming up, you are going to come back to this move. So any modification that you need, you're going to come back to this move. Get ready to open up for a kneeling side plank in 20 seconds. You're going to pivot to that left side, keeping your right elbow and forearm on that front platform. We have 10. We're going for that kneeling side plank option to pop up to those toes. For that full side plank if you would like in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Right elbow, right forearm, front platform. Left arm is up to the sky. We're holding. Squeeze those inner thighs. Press down through that right armpit. Make sure your knuckles are pointed directly in front of you. We don't want to have them above your head. Just pointed directly in front. Good. Holding on to this. Can you lift those hips 1 inch higher? Squeeze those inner thighs. Keep pressing that right armpit down. That whole right side of your body is working to lift and support you right now. Good, you got it. Try to lift 1 inch higher with those hips. Beautiful. 20 seconds on the clock. Hang on to it. We go for a high plank position. We're going single leg plank to pike. You have 15 seconds. We'll pivot to the front on your hands and toes. I'll talk you through it once we get there. We're going for that high plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. High plank position on those hands and toes. Right foot will stay. Left foot crosses over it. Now lift those hips to the sky for 4 counts. And slowly back down to that plank position. Press down through the ball of that right foot. So the single leg plank to pike. So working that right oblique. Naturally looking back at your feet as you lift those hips. And slowly coming back down. Good, hang on to this. 4 counts up. 4 counts slowly back down. Good. You're doing good. Keep pressing away from that front platform nice and strong. Use your breath. Get oxygen into those muscles. Hang on to it. We have twister for your right oblique next. It'll be your last thing for that right oblique. Keep going. Keep breathing. Get ready. Hands go to your high handlebars in 15 seconds. If you don't have this, you can go back to that side plank or stay with your hands on the front platform. We're going twister for that right oblique in 5, 4, 3, 2. So bring your hands to your high black handlebars. Cross that right foot over your left. Now press that carriage away from that front platform. Open up those hips to that left side as you press out. Then I want you to lift and rotate your hips back to the front as you come in. Good. Take it out slow and steady. You're going out. 2, 3, 4, and then lift and rotate those hips back to the front. Remember, you can do this with your hands flat on that front platform, or you can hold a side plank position. The hips opening and rotating really activate that right side body. But make sure those shoulders stay square to the front. Good, exhale. Give me a big exhale. Create space between your shoulders and your ears. Plug those lats, the side of your back, plug them down that back. Coming up, we're going to hold your legs all the way out. Keep going. Finish this right oblique nice and strong. We're going to hold this all the way back. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way back. Right here, tiny lifts. Lift 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Good. Exhale, breathe. Activate that center core. Get ready. We are going for that twisted kneeling saw for that left oblique. We have 10 seconds. Elbows will drop down to that front platform. Left knee stacks under that right knee on your carriage in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Kneel down. Elbows on your front platform. Left knee stacks under that right knee. Arms only go back. 2, 3, 4. Then arms slowly come right back in. Good. Back slow and steady. As you come back in, stop your shoulders right over those elbows. So remember, this is your modification for any of the oblique work that we do. Head back and forth. Nice. Keep your shoulders down away from those ears. Make sure that lower half of your body is engaged. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Hips tuck under. As you come in, make sure not to overshoot. That's super important for that shoulder health. Stop shoulders right over those elbows. Now, if you need a little bit more activation in this, don't come all the way in. So leave that carriage a little further out instead of returning those shoulders right over those elbows. Good. Hang on to it. We get to open up to that side plank. You're ready. 15 seconds. We're going to pivot to that right side. Keep going. I want to get this left oblique a little bit more activated. So on your next one out, I want you to hold it all the way out. Hold it all the way out. Right here, tiny saws for 10 seconds. We're going for that kneeling side plank for that left oblique. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Left elbow stays. Right arm goes up to the sky and just hold. Just hold. Press that left armpit down away from your ears. Keep that left knuckle pointed directly forward. So not above your head, but in the front in that same line as your eyesight. Squeeze those inner thighs. Feel those hips lift. Just hold. Yes, feel that left oblique fire up. We have that single leg plank to pike on deck. Get ready. It is mental strength right here. We pop up to those hands and toes coming up. 20 seconds. Let's go. Keep going. Can you lift those hips up 1 inch higher? Can you keep pressing that left armpit down away from your ear? You got to hang on to it. Engage to that center core. We're going single leg plank to pike. Starting in that high plank position in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. High plank position on those hands and toes. This time, left foot stays, right foot crosses. Lift those hips to the sky for 4 counts. And slowly return back down to that plank. You guys, we are almost done with this core work. Hang on to it. We're lifting. 2, 3, 4, and then slowly returning back down. Press away from that front platform with those hands. Really isolate, lift through that core up. Up, up. You got it halfway there. Keep going. Use your breath. Trust your body. Keep your shoulders pressed down away from your ears as you lift up. I'm proud of us. Hang on to this. All right, ready. In our sight is coming that twister. You have less than 15 seconds. Bringing your hand to those high black handlebars coming up. We're going twister for that left oblique in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Hands to those high black handlebars. Cross that left foot in front of that right foot. Now open those hips up to the side as you take your carriage out. Shoulders stay square to the front. Then lift and rotate those hips back as you bring that carriage in. Try really hard not to bring your carriage all the way in, because that means you're coming to that resting point. You are turning your muscles off when you do that. We want to keep those muscles in that constant engagement, so hips open up to the side, and then lift and rotate. Square yourself off to the front. Good. Hang on to it. Good. Drive your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep breathing. Keep exhaling nice and strong. In 15 seconds, we hold this carriage all the way out. The slower you go, the more power you're going to feel in that body. You're going to feel that shake start to fire up. That shake's a good thing. Remember, we want that. Let's hold your carriage all the way out in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it all the way out. Right here, tiny lifts up 1 inch, back down 1 inch. Lift up 1 inch, back down 1 inch. We have one final move on deck. We're going for that forearm plank on your elbows and toes. Get ready. You have 10 seconds. We're coming down for that forearm plank. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Drop down to elbows and toes, forearm plank. Once we're there, option to stay here, or you can dip those hips to the right, center, left. Center, it's one of my favorite finishers right here. Remember, you can always hold that plank. You can come into kneeling saw. You can come into wheelbarrow. Keep going with this. You have about 30 seconds on the clock. That's it. I want you to fire up everything on your body. Shut your eyes. Bring calmness over that body. You have made it this far. Keep pushing. Keep going. Keep going. Hang on to it. Right here, relax tension, your neck, your jaw, your shoulders. Just shake it all out. We have about 15 seconds left. That's it. Feel that fire. Feel that shake. That means those slow twitch muscle fibers are activating. They're going to keep working, burning all day long. Yes, hang with me. We're coming for this recovery. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover. Incredible work. Come into child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Hands extend in front. One big deep breath into your nose. One big exhale. And if you want to get that center core stretched out, you can go into that up dog position right here. Pressing up, keeping your hips driving down. Pressing to that right hip. Pressing to that left hip. Beautiful work, everybody. You did it. I'm Anne-Marie, and I'm so proud of you for showing up today and doing that core work. Like I said at the beginning of class, you can always do this class on the back of your machine. You can play around with the spring loads. Remember, it is your workout. Make the most of it. I'm Anne-Marie. I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.